Good afternoon to my fellow college students. This is Eman Amawi with the WRD110 weekly podcast. How are you all spending your summers? Are you sitting poolside, sipping on an ice-cold drink without a care in the world? Are you partying late night with friends? Are you traveling with family? Have you even thought about the upcoming fall semester? Do you remember how stressful juggling all those classes was last semester? If you're an incoming freshman, do you feel prepared for your first year as a college student? How do you plan to cope with any stress you'll have to overcome in the fall? I met up with incoming freshmen Erin Nobles and Jasmine Johnson and discussed their opinions on school and their methods of coping with stress. So you all have been participating in the freshman summer program for the last 5 weeks. Have you gotten a good idea about what the college life is like?
I feel like I have, for the most part, not just about the program, but it's been a really good experience. I have gotten to experience the workload, what I would have to do in the fall, like how stressful it is.
Had a really good idea of it, and it helps that this is the summer semester because everything's about 3 times faster because you only have 3 times as less. So it's very stressful, and I always go to Johnson Center when I have time.
They both mentioned stress, so I asked them about how they currently cope with it. Jasmine said that her stress coping methods consisted of doing anything that'll get her mind off of school. Erin gave me a more specific answer.
I cope with stress by going to the Johnson Center, and since we have like a lot of meetings in this program, which won't happen in the fall, thank the Lord, but I like to go to the Johnson Center, and I try to go even when it's time for me to get like breakfast or lunch. So I might skip that meal just to go in there and relieve stress because, it's a bunch of stuff on your plate. Figuratively, not literally, because I skipped the meal.
I then asked Jasmine if she ever tried exercise as a stress coping method.
I actually have. I like to exercise when I'm stressed. It helps your body like relieve toxins, and you can get a good sweat, and it just helps boost your overall mood. So I definitely do try to do that when I can.
I brought up the Johnson Center and asked if they had visited the facility, and if so, what they like about it.
I have actually for a moment. I was going about 2 to 3 times a week. It was really fun. It definitely helped me cope with a lot of the stress that I was having with the workload and some of the social things that were going on at FSP as well. Definitely helped me cope with that.
And he just swipes your card, and then you walk in there, play basketball, rock climb, work out, get on that treadmill, get your cardio up, and they even have a little sparring thing. But I prefer the basketball.
I proceeded to ask them more about what the Johnson Center had to offer and about the activities available there.
Basically, the Johnson Center, what it had to offer for me is I like to go and lift weights because obviously I have body goals that I'm trying to get to. Also, I like to play basketball. Even though I can't play, I like to practice so that I can get better. That is one of the goals that I've been able to try to obtain.
Well, the things that they do at the Johnson Center, we have basketball, we have a field outside that we can use in August in the fall semester. They have courts outside. They have 4 basketball courts. That's basically a bigger court that's inside, and it's very cool. And they also have it climate cooled, so you're always feeling cool the whole time that you're playing basketball, which is really nice because I sweat a lot and nobody wants to be melting even more. I also like how they have a bunch of treadmills so I can use my cardio and all that. I just listen to some tunes or whatnot while I'm working out, and they have weights, but my arms are very scrawny, so I just squat. So I just, go to 300 and squat 300.
I told Aaron that I think he should start lifting weights to gain the muscle he hopes to achieve, and he replied with a rather humorous response.
I gotta lift them weights, but I don't want them weights to lift me.
Aaron proceeded to tell me about how he feels before versus after his workouts at the Johnson Center.
Before I pick up a basketball, I feel like I'm about to airball in that I have a lot of stuff to take care of homework wise. Even though, I have plenty of time to do it, I let it worry me a lot because we're bombarded with it over here. But after the workout, I feel good. I feel like I can do the rest of my day and I'll be all right because I finally got out there and did something that wasn't work related.
So, there you have it. 2 examples of incoming freshmen who've already gotten a taste of the stress that comes along with college. Aaron goes to the gym almost daily and strongly advises other students to do the same. Jasmine favors exercise over the less productive stress coping methods. Working out frequently during the school semester is the best way for college students to cope with stress. According to Matthew Stoltz-Colemanine, PhD, a kinesiologist at the Yale Stress Center, raising one's heart rate can actually reverse damage to the brain caused by stressful events. He stated, "Stress atrophies the brain. When you're stressed, you forget things." The American Psychological Association reported, exercise forces the body's physiological systems, all of which are involved in the stress response, to communicate much more closely than usual. This workout of the body's communication system may be the true value of exercise. The more sedentary we get, the less efficient our bodies in responding to stress. So in conclusion, the less active you are, the more stress that will pile up and the harder it will be for your body to cope mentally and physically with this stress. Being active and working out frequently will refresh your mind, allowing you to properly prepare for exams and projects. A study was conducted at Purdue that proved that students who attended the university and worked out at the recreation center frequently there, on average, maintained higher GPAs than students who didn't go or only went a few times. The 1,820 students who visited Purdue's recreational sports center at least 16 times a month earned a GPA of 3.1 or higher. Students who exercised at least 7 times a month had an average GPA of 3.06. This data is based on the spring semester of 2010 gym use and grades, which was tracked by students checking in the gym using their student identification number. The assistant director of Purdue's Division of Recreational Sports, Tricia Zalea, stated, "Going to the gym is so much more than going to the gym. Students who are motivated by fitness and wellness tend to have better time management skills, and research shows that being fit is good for the mind. It all ties together. Some might assume time at the gym is a distraction from academics, but it is really part of the learning landscape." A Purdue professor of kinesiology explained how there are cognitive benefits to physical activity. She advised that students go to their university's recreation center to learn how to cope with stress and also to go with friends and study groups to make it fun and be able to appreciate the time spent working out. Students at UK are offered the same opportunities as students at Purdue. The Bernard M. Johnson Student Recreation Center houses 2 aerobic studios, a gymnasium comprised of 4 basketball courts, an elevated 4-lane indoor jogging track and stretching area, a rock climbing wall, 4 racquetball courts, and 2 floors of cardio and weight training equipment. The facility is open to any UK student year-round. During my time in the freshman summer program, I've constantly been taking advantage of the Johnson Center. Taking 2 full courses in only 6 weeks hasn't been easy. A lot of times I'll get out of class and head to the library to begin working on homework, but as I'm sitting there, I begin to feel overwhelmed looking at my planner and all the tasks I have at hand. So, I get up, go change into my workout clothes, and head to the Johnson Center. There are a vast number of machines available at this facility. Every time I walk in, no matter how many people are there, there's always a machine available. There's always something to do. Not to mention, the staff at the JC are very friendly and willing to help you with anything you need. There are also always personal trainers working around the facility to help students create a workout plan to reach their fitness goals. They'll work side by side with you until you're where you want to be. Whether you prefer to work out by yourself or with a trainer, your opportunities are endless. The Johnson Center Fitness Challenge is hosted by staff at the Johnson Center every spring. The goal of the challenge is for students to complete 21 workouts by spring break. Before and after the program starts, students receive a microfit assessment, which includes body fat, cardio fitness, and muscle strength. The idea of the challenge is to show students that they have to be consistent in working out in order to get fit and stay fit. Personal trainers are available for both physical and emotional support and to keep students on track and going back to the gym. And let's not forget, most importantly, behavioral factors also contribute to the emotional benefits of exercise. The American Psychological Association reported, as your waistline shrinks and your strength and stamina increase, your self-image will improve. You'll earn a sense of mastery and control, of pride and self-confidence. Your renewed vigor and energy will help you succeed in many tasks, and the discipline of regular exercise will help you achieve other important lifestyle goals. So next semester, when you're sitting in the library feeling overwhelmed, what will you do? Don't be the student to drown in stress and anxiety. Don't be the student to use unhealthy stress coping methods. Take advantage of the Johnson Center. Go use it as a refresher. There's nothing better than relieving stress while losing weight and toning those muscles. The JC is a clean, lively, and welcoming facility that you're sure to enjoy and benefit from throughout the course of your college career here at the University of Kentucky.